Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today we are going to be jumping down into the world of Chainlink, taking a look at what's been going on with the price action of Link and what I think is likely to happen next. As we get into today's video, if you do find it useful and informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe? And if you haven't yet joined us in Discord, what are you waiting for? Check it out. Link is in the description down below. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there, so why not go ahead and check it out. Let's jump right down into today's video. We'll kick things off with the 1 hour time frame. So here we have Chainlink paired up with USDT and we are using Binance as the data source. Now, as we kind of take a look at this, we did see a bit of a push upwards and a bit of a retracement, right? So we had our 3-wave move to the downside where we did have a kind of Y wave kind of truncate a little bit shorter than you would normally expect it to. We had a move upwards where I do believe we breached the high. This was $15.39.2. So yeah, you can see here that the previous high was $15.38.9. So we breached up high. Now it is possible that we have some kind of irregular flat or regular flat going on, and a regular flat would basically be an A wave coming down, a B wave going up, and then a C wave coming down here like that. Very irregular. Well, this one's actually a running flat, as in it just fails to kind of go down lower than the A wave. An irregular flat would actually put you down lower than that A wave, but I don't think that's what's going on. I think we are still potentially looking at a correction to the downside though. So I'm still kind of thinking we're not yet complete in this little pattern, but we'll see how it kind of plays out over the next few days, but I don't think we're there yet. So when we take a look at this, we can see here this wick is a wick at $15.38.5. So we had a drop, we pushed up, and then we fell right the way back down. This is, to me, looking like a 5-wave pattern. Let me show you where that sits, right? So we have wave 1, we have wave 2, then we have a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. This essentially means that we can have a running flat situation. It is technically possible for this to be a running flat like that. Alternatively, this is the beginning of a zigzag pattern, and we are actually looking for an A wave here, B wave coming up, and then another C wave to come on down. And this is the one that I think is more likely. Hopefully I'm wrong on that, because it does obviously, a running flat here would be very nice, but I just don't think that is what's going on. But anyway, nonetheless, we'll run on the premise that I think this is actually going to be dropping down a little bit further before we have a run to the upside. And so if we measure this entire distance, we pull this over. I mean, you can see right now we're coming up, just getting kind of that resistance on the 38.2% Fibonacci level, but I'm going to take it as in we've already kind of reached that upper limit there. And if we have them, $12.61 to $12.17 is going to be the kind of zone that we would look for. Hopefully this doesn't play out. Hopefully we just kind of rally on up. And, you know, if we do breach that high that we had just up here at $15.39.2, then, you know, we're good for that running flat situation. So for the most part on our hourly chart, as you can kind of see from an Elliott wave theory point of view, we do have this ability to push on down a little bit deeper towards 12.17 and 12.61, but any breakout situation would occur at $15.39.2 or higher. We are in a bearish structure according to smart money concepts. That's what that little change of characterization is there, but there isn't any break of structure to confirm it, as in we haven't kind of created a BOS anywhere that would basically confirm that we are, you know, bearish. We haven't got that. So for me right now, this literally looks like a potential false flag, because I am expecting price to move on up higher. Okay, so all in all, it's possible that we have ourselves here just a continuation to this correction to the downside. So we get A, B, and C, that kind of structure. And then that is basically going to then allow us to have that next rally upwards. Now, if I take this to the daily, and you can see that all of this could just be our way forward. I don't think we're necessarily done just yet. Obviously, our target range that I have drawn on here at $17.88.7 to $20.25.2 is based on that bottoming out already. Okay, so the lower this goes, the higher the fifth wave will have to push up higher as well. So not overly too concerned over kind of what's going on right now, because I do see this as all just a wave forward before we have that fifth wave move higher. And, invalidation or a breakdown of this pattern only occurs if price drops down lower than everything's falling down in the office, $8.46.4. Okay, so we are still, of course, well within our fourth wave pattern here. There's nothing unusual about it. And for the most part, you could, in fact, even see a retracement coming down deeper here, more towards $10.96 if you were to follow the typical kind of wave 4 depth of retracement, which would be 38.2% of the wave 3. So we know that there's plenty of room here still to be in the wave 4 and achieve that fifth wave move higher. We are oversold on the stochastics, so again on the daily chart we've got plenty of momentum for a fifth wave move, so I'm not concerned there. We're just trying to basically get a good position to long link, I think. And we're getting there. I don't think we're there yet, but we're getting there. And for the most part, we have a bullish structure on the daily, although we haven't, again, got that break of structure, as in there is no break of structure here to confirm that we're in this bullish state of play. This flag has been made for quite a significant period of time. Okay, this was first shown over on the 21st of October. So for the most part, it is looking likely that we will eventually get a break of structure to confirm our bullish state of play here. But again, elliott wave theory just tells us we have that upper limit anyway on that fifth wave movement. After that is complete, my expectation is a move to the downside, where I look for a wave B or wave 2 retracement of this entire 5-wave pattern. So on the daily chart, looking good. We're obviously above the 200 EMA, that's the white line, the 50 EMA, that's the red line, and the 50 SMA, that's the yellow line. So everything's stacking up in a really bullish way on the daily chart. We haven't got any concerns here of immediate breakdowns that's going to basically change this structure in any way right now. I think for the most part, we have the natural healthy corrections that are occurring on the smaller time frames, gearing up for that fifth wave move higher. The lower the wave forward does go, the higher the fifth wave will go. We can pull back down towards the 50 EMA if we needed to at 1177, and that would actually be a really good strong support level as we had found back in mid-October. So for the daily, looking good. Taking it out to the weekly, I think we have bottomed here for Chainlink, which essentially means that $4.76.1 is the bottom, and the future price potential here is insane. I've gone through this a fair few times. Now, obviously, we are taking a look at this move here as a 5-wave move, okay, and that can be a wave 1 in my opinion. Okay, so we'll have that final fifth wave up higher. Let's go call it $21. We'll then have a retracement down into a wave 2, and then a really big wave 3, 4, and 5. And as you can kind of see, my expectations are that Chainlink will kind of rest and complete a 5-wave pattern on this weekly scale between $106 and $250, somewhere in that range. And then, of course, we'll have to see whether or not this is going to be where we finish the bull market, or alternatively, we have a simple 3-wave correction, and then that is then followed by an additional 5-wave move that takes you out towards that $700 target, upwards towards $2,300. Obviously, those numbers are very, very unlikely at this point. We don't know how we'd get there. As you can kind of see, what I've gone and done here is I've taken the bar patterns for what we saw in the previous bull market, applied them to the existing low. So if history were to repeat itself, we'll see a very, very strong move to that upside towards that $700, but it will come after consolidating around kind of $200 to $100 level, as you see here. Obviously, previous resistance would be found up at the previous all-time high, and consolidation all around here as well, if we were to kind of mimic exactly what happened before. Ultimately, though, I do think we are in a pretty good position on Chainlink. I think Chainlink is well positioned to perform incredibly well in that next bullish market, with so many integrations in the Web3 space and also now spanning over into Web2 and some of the traditional markets. I think Chainlink is poised for some pretty significant growth in that next bull run. Let me know what your price predictions are in the comments down below, but I think I'm going to leave this video right there. If you have found it useful and informative, smash that like button. button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And if you haven't yet joined us in Discord, what are you waiting for? Check it out. Link is in the description down below. Until the next one, have a fantastic day.